Alright, so today we're going to be looking at some animation cancels and tricks with Nautilus. I haven't seen any videos on this, and I haven't seen anyone else ever do them before. Maybe one of them accidentally, but not really in a calculated way of using it. So the first one we're going to look at is what I'm going to call the butt grab, or you can basically grab out of your butt, and it's a pretty big mind game, especially if you're playing non-support, but you can use it anywhere. Let me show you an example. Let's say I'm coming out and I'm going to walk towards lane and they're coming. You can throw it out of your butt. You can throw it anywhere. It doesn't have to be out of your butt. Come out of your sides. Not only does it not have the same wind-up animation, but it also comes out pretty much. You hide the animation inside of your auto attack. So how this works is Nautilus' first auto attack is staggering blow. It has a different animation than his normal auto attack. So it looks like this. He like slams him really hard with an anchor. If you attack after that, he has this animation. You can only hide you can only do the butt grab if you do the first auto. So for example, if I try to do it like this, it doesn't work. But if I try to do it like this, it does work. So it doesn't actually hit them. Lagged. The way you do this is you basically walk up to an enemy and you start your animation, and then you press Q during the animation. There, I canceled the auto attack. This is what I was trying to show. And if you cancel the auto attack by moving, it does a normal grab. And if you don't, then it does the reverse grab. So basically, you have to you can't cancel the auto with movement. You have to only press Q, and you have to do it during the animation. You can do it anywhere during the animation. So if I were to press it and do it really late, it almost looks like I'm gonna attack. You can do that. It's more scary in that way because it looks like you're gonna go for a target. Or you can just do it instantly. So if I'm walking around the creeps like this, I'm making like this. And that's a faster one. You can cast basically everything during Nautilus's Q animation. And you can cast it anywhere during the duration of you flying with Q. So here, that's me pressing in the middle. That's me pressing it early, and here's me pressing it pretty late. What that allows you to do is you don't have to walk to his or wait for his little stepping animation, and you can cancel that by doing it during the rush. The best way to use it, unless I guess there is an example where if you're running away from this guy, the only time you would really want to use it early is if you're queuing away and you want to leave a trail of E's that he has to walk through, and that's how you would use it. How you would use it if it was early. If you were to hit someone though, and you wanted to get at least 2 hits of his E in, you have to do it in the middle. That was at the end. So I mean that was too early. But if you do it during the middle, you see I got Thunderlords off. I mean actually I might have gone off because I did too many Qs too fast, but it did hit him twice. You can see the last hit. The last hit was half of the E damage, which was 36. So it does 6. It did 18. So hit him twice with E, and that's how you would use it in the middle. Another cancel he has is if you're in range of a champion, you could cancel his R. An example of this would be like here. As you can see, it basically knocks him twice, and you can maximize. You can perma-stun them for almost, let's see. Staggering blow is 0.75 seconds. Q, it doesn't really say, but it's probably half a second. And his ult knocks up for a second. So, a little bit over 2 seconds of perma-stun in which they can't even flash out if they got hit by the grab. So here's an example of it. And then you would auto attack. So here, you basically use all 3 abilities. It's combining both cancels. You press Q, E, and then R. Got messed up. There we go. The way to do this one is to keep spamming R while you cast it. And that's how you would, if you wanted, this basically would be only a combo if you're trying to do as much damage as possible and stack all your abilities up. Maybe if you were top knot and you're trying to secure a gank, you would just blast him with everything at the same time and go for a burst combo. So the last thing that you could do that's kind of interesting on Nautilus is he can, if you change where he is before his animation starts on his ult, you can change where it starts from. So for example, if I were here and I was gonna ult this guy, I'm gonna use flash to change where I start, or where my animation starts from, and I can hit other people with the trail. So I'm gonna ult this guy, flash behind him. It actually allows you to do pretty cool stuff. You can get an instant knock up on him if you go right on top of him. There we go, I did it. You can also, if there's two people close to each other, you can do a really cool animation cancel and hit both of them at the same time. So if you watch here, if you Q ult, it changes the relationship between you and the character because the ult starts behind it. It's really weird, but if you were somebody who were close behind him, you could go like, let's be closer. Usually this works better if if you get like a melee range grab, which is kind of situational. But as you can see, it does work. You can knock up the guy behind him. I guess the most interesting of the ult cancels that allows you to change direction is like this. You Q and ult before you leave, and it'll come out from where you started. You can do pretty insane stuff with this. So, for example, if I were trying to escape, or if I was trying to initiate in some weird fancy way, I could go like a Q here, ult this guy, and it'll leave a trail from here all the way to the target. Now, that's not the best application of it. I think the best application I will show is if they're in, let's say they're on tower. Let me spawn some dummies. Let's put him here. And we'll put one here. Let's say you're in their base or something. You could Q here, hold here, or the other way around. I didn't hit any of them that time, but I think the concept is showing. Oops. There we go. And this way too. There. If they're lined up, the ult animation on the hitbox on his ult is kind of small when it's traveling, so it's pretty situational. You can also, the last thing I guess you could do is you could flash during his Q. What that allows you to do is not have the bounce back. Normally not has a bounce back. If you for some reason wanted to help CC someone but you didn't want to invest and you were too low or something, you could Q, and if you flash during it you could cancel it and get only the pullback. That's minimally useful. I guess you could Q ult also and flash. Anyways, that's it.